My name is Brian Pillman Jr., and you're watching the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel.
Bam! Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Cody here from Rasslin Rage, Michigan Independent Weekly. We have my man, the real deal heel, Danny Beals, and of course, the president and CEO of Happy
I'm sorry,
Harper
Blake.
Ice Cream.
I'm sorry.
Right, president and CEO of Happy
He's
Harper
gonna
Ice Cream.
smile through the whole thing. Like, see, just like that.
Right.
Then he expects me not to get angry.
Happy Harper Ice Cream. And as you can see on the main cam there, one Blake 182, who made his professional wrestling return tonight at BCWA Gotcha 6. So Blake, we know you had a little bit of a thing going on with your knee.
Yeah.
And I don't know what was going on your social media, but were you teasing us or something with the knee thing, or what's going on?
Okay, so here's what happened, right? Oh, actually, I'll give you the full story. Okay, so last summer, I did everything in my power to try and like get noticed, get signed, get some attention, right? And it just like wasn't working out. And I was doing moves that like I wouldn't ordinarily do if I wasn't trying to get attention, if that makes sense, you know? And I'm undersized to a degree, so I have to do a lot of things for me to get half the attention as say like a Logan. You know what I mean? Like Logan's big and Logan's really fucking good. So sorry, but he's like really good. So like it's easier for him to get attention because he's not garbage,
Right.
and he's really big than it would be for me. So in my head, I'm like, I have to be like super wrestler. I have to be able to do anything with anybody and have a good match with everybody, pretty much. And what I was trying to do, and I was training the Can-Am and everything. Eventually, I was doing so much that while I was training, I was doing the I call it the Rich Swan spot. Flip over the guy's drop down, turn, pass him by, give him a drop kick. When I flipped over him, what happened was I felt something pop in my knee. And this is like the end of June, beginning of July or whatever. I felt something pop in my knee. I'm like, that's not good. Dude's coming at me, pass him by, drop kick, land on my knee again. That's even worse. So we go through with the match and everything. And and you guys saw I was doing the frog splash all the time.
Right.
All the impact in the world on my knee, which is not good.
Right.
So around August, I was like really sad about wrestling and stuff like that, and just not getting the attention, and I was hurt and tired, and I just wanted to be home. So I kind of, to a degree, set out a goal to fuck my knee up and take time, like make myself take time off. Just if for no other reason, to spend more time at home with my daughter and everything, and with family and stuff like that. So long story short, spent 4 months on the shelf, and here's one thing nobody knows until, I guess, just today. Only people in Canada know that last night, while I was posting on Facebook about being at home and watching the Spider-Man gameplay and stuff like that, wasn't home. Actually wasn't home. I was able to tag Detroit in all my posts and everything. I got in the car with a few guys, drove down to Canada for a trial tour, got in a match with Billy Ray Daniels, and you guys are going to be seeing that later today. Blew Canada up in my actual return last night.
There you go.
Nobody
Nice.
knew about it, and then I come in today, and I'm like, I'm back in the States, baby.
Right. So what promotion was this with?
This is Crossbody Pro Wrestling in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada.
Okay, yeah.
It's like my second home.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of their stuff. I've seen you guys post that
Yeah.
stuff online. That's awesome. So, oh, here we go. Gracefully Chosen's coming out now.
Oh, okay. I like these guys.
Yeah, these guys are hot, man. These guys are hot.
I like
So, now you're back. You come back. What was there a specific reason that you chose to come back at BCWA? Was it just the timing was right, or was it?
No, this was all pre-planned.
Okay.
I knew going away that the first place, at least in the States, the first place I was coming back to was BCWA. I don't know, this place just felt like home to me, like a home away from home type sort of place. So this was like the only place in Michigan where I was happy wrestling. So it only made sense that I came back to this place where all my friends are, where I was happy as wrestling. I knew that no matter who I got in the ring with, I was going to tear it up. It didn't matter.
Right.
So BCWA was the perfect place for me to plan a debut. And then, they hype it up and everything, and all the promotion is really good. So for me, there's no other choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I really enjoy BCWA, and there's a real good family feel here.
Yeah,
the
absolutely,
venue
yes.
is amazing. This place, the lighting in this place is awesome for
Yeah.
sure. Now, your match you had tonight, you were in that it was supposed to be open challenge, and then it turned into a 6, bunch of people taking on Dread King Logan for that Alliance Championship. You had a heck of a splash off that top rope, man. Yeah. I'm surprised you weren't hanging from the rafters.
I definitely had to look first. I was like, all right, let me not hit my head here. Right. But no, I try to get height with all my frog splashes, anything off the top, because I know I probably ain't got a lot of time to do this. So I'm using up all the time I got right now. I'm like, yo, get as high as I can.
Right, take advantage of it. Like every day's your last.
Definitely.
Yeah, awesome. So, one of the other people that were in that match, besides the Dread King Logan, was Electric Ely.
Yeah.
He's a House of Truth graduate.
Yeah.
He's in XICW Proving Ground right now with Movado, who is also another member of this roster here. And we kind of thought you guys would probably get along. My man here, he thought you guys would make a great tag team. You guys work together a little bit.
I forgot that sometimes you don't play well with others, though.
Yeah.
Really don't.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about what happened there.
So, that's true.
So tell us a little bit about what happened there between you and Mr. Ely.
Okay. What happened between me and Malcolm?
Oh, see, that's what I was talking about.
Nobody but nobody takes my spotlight. Nobody but anybody, nobody takes an opportunity away from me. So I went in there to play nice. I'm back. I like everybody. I want to be in this match more than anybody else. I've been sitting on the shelf 4 months waiting for an opportunity. I am pissed off. I am excited. I am just anxious overall. And I finally got another title opportunity, just like when I left. The last time I was here, I was in a Fatal 4-Way for the same title. And it escaped me. And I was gone for 4 months, like watching champion after champion and guy after guy get opportunity. And I finally had him in my sights. I was right there. 1, 2, and he picks me up off of him. I'm gonna kill you. Like in my head, I'm gonna kill you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I was pissed beyond belief. Right. So, he's like, yo, you'll get them next time. And, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they're hype. They're hype.
But no, it's eat or be eaten in this case. And I knew if I didn't do something about it immediately, he was probably going to get that opportunity first. Because again, like I said before, he's a good kid. He trained at House of Truth. I was there while he was training. And I knew that this kid had potential. And I knew they're going to look at him and go, oh, my God, that's our guy.
Right.
But not while I'm here.
Right.
I don't care who's bigger than me. I don't care who's stronger than me. I don't care who looks better than me. Ain't nobody better than me. And I'm here and I'm back to prove it. Nobody can touch me. Not in that ring, not on this microphone, not in any kind of wrestling capacity. Nobody can touch me. And I'm back in BCWA to further that point and prove myself again that I deserve probably a one-on-one match with Logan. But if I got to go through Ely to get it, I will definitely oblige.
So you're on the hunt.
I'm not on the hunt to Ely. I'm on the hunt to Logan, and Ely's in the way.
I feel sorry for Ely then.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's going to get a good match, but he's going to get a black eye, too. So,
So, there's more than just, I love BCWA, and I know we all do here. But, there's many, many great promotions in the state of Michigan. Are there any that we're going to be seeing you on here soon?
Not a lot. I'm going to be honest with you. I use the expression... Oh, jeez. I use the expression, I was never kicked out of the bird's nest. When you have to leave home, you know what I mean, for a while. And I feel like I'm in that position now where I have to go away and prove myself in other places so I can come back home and say, yo, I can do it out here. If you trust me to do it here, I've done it here, I've done it here, I've done it here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like to get a better spot that I'm at while I'm at home, I would have to go and leave home first, So, Jesus. So you won't see me at a lot of promotions, but it kind of makes it a little more special when you do see me.
Yeah, there's a few guys in the state that does something like that.
Yeah.
Shogun being one of them.
Honestly, that's one of the guys I'm riding with now. So it's like, getting a lot of advice from him and talking to him and Jamal King and guys like that have been to these places and like been and had tryouts and stuff like that. So I'm riding with guys that the expression is I'm running it with guys that are faster than me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm running with guys that are faster than me.
No, you're never going to get better if you keep fighting guys that are just as good as you.
Exactly. So you got to go away from home, see what's out there, see who's better than you, top that guy, and come back home like, yo, can't nobody touch me here.
Right, for sure. So, we've spoke on a couple different occasions, and I don't know about these guys, but you're talking about Canada, and you're up in you're going crossbody pro, and I also know that you frequent over there at the Can-Am Dojo every so often. So, I know you were on the shelf for a little bit, but have you been kind of doing anything with those guys over there?
I've been looking at a few promotions and everything, and I'm trying to get more opportunities out there in like Destiny and Smash Pro Wrestling and Super Kicked and other places like that. Just trying to like, not just Kitchener, but trying to like make Canada in general my home and my place to like sharpen my skills and wrestle guys that are better than me, or if they're not better, like more different and get different reactions than the stuff that I'm doing. It kind of slows me down to a degree. Because you don't have to like work, you don't have to wrestle like really fast to be really good. You know what I mean? I see guys that go in there and it's almost like a slow motion match, and they get a really good reaction. So I'm like, if I'm doing A, B, C, and D, and that dude's just doing A and getting a better reaction than me, what am I doing wrong? So I go to these different places to learn, not necessarily what I'm doing wrong, but what I can change to make it better, or what I can change to get a better reaction, or what I can change to stay, on top of my game and being able to like have longevity and everything. Because the style I was doing doesn't have a lot of longevity for me, so I have to change up what I'm doing a lot of times, and, make it worth it, make every single move, every strike, everything worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, some of us old school fans here, born in 1922, old school. Back in the day, every region had its own style of wrestling. You got your southern style, the western style, and everything. Is there a different style of wrestling that happens in Canada compared to here?
Absolutely. There's it's kind of weird to say. It's almost a TV style. It's like everybody looks really good out there, and everybody does things that like make them look really good. It's not a lot of things, but what they do, they know how to do really well and make them look good. Like you would see on like a Raw or a SmackDown or an NXT or Impact or something like that. It's like everybody's trying to like, everybody's kind of working towards Impact, and Impact is at a point where like everybody looks good, everybody has their own niche, and everybody knows exactly like, oh, that's his move. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's significant with him or something like that. So in Canada, they kind of take certain things and just like make it their own. And I wish like Michigan did that a lot more often. Like here in BCWA they do that, but I wish they did that everywhere around Michigan instead of trying to really do every single move like I've seen. Which I don't fault the guys. If you can do it, go ahead and do it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But
you and I were just talking about that last night.
Yeah. If you can do it, do it. But I don't feel like it's necessary. Again, who am I to say? You know what I mean? I'm not signed or anything like that. It's just my opinion. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I remember a very early experience. It was me and 3 other guys starting a match with 6 Canadian destroyers, and then going to the back, and Scott Demore is looking at the guys that are in the match, and he's like, who were the MFers that was in this match? And I disappeared because I ain't trying to be one of those MFers. So it's like one of those times you don't have to do everything to get noticed in a positive way. So now, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a guy that likes anything from the 90s. So, like, Shawn Michaels is my guy. Jeff Jarrett was my guy. The 1, 2, 3 Kid, those are, like, my guys. Guys from Japan like Hayabusa and, like, Liger, who just recently retired. Those are my guys. Like, they didn't do everything, so like the little stuff that they did, like off the top rope, it meant something. They were high flyers not because they could do everything off the top rope, but because of what they did was so good, you didn't see anything like it. And that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm not doing every single thing anymore. I'm trying to make what I do mine. I don't care who else does it on the show. That's my move. You're forever going to be compared to me when you do that move. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Wow, man. I got to tell you, Blake, I sat down with you, it was about a year, maybe more.
About a year, yeah.
Blue Water. Mm-hmm.
And when I was in the main event, right,
taking on main event.
Listen, yo.
That match
hurt so much, I'm going to be honest. I was so beat up. And
it was a great match, though.
Yeah, I love that match.
I went in that match going, why?
Yeah, and that's something I have to prove myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's a detriment, but sometimes it's like, sometimes the match is announced, and it's like, why so-and-so versus so-and-so? You know what I mean? And I'm trying to get past that point. Like, once you get in the ring, like, I have all the confidence in the world in my ability in the ring. But sometimes my mic skills don't add up, or like my appearance don't add up, or sometimes the way, I'm built up beforehand or something like that. The build-up doesn't add up to me being in a certain position. They put me in a certain position because I'm good, but that's sometimes not good enough in the ring. You know what I mean? So now it's like I'm trying to be in a position where like it doesn't matter who I'm across the ring from. When you see me next to somebody on a poster, it just makes sense. It doesn't matter what title I'm going for, whose promotion I'm in, whatever. It just makes sense when I'm in a match with anybody else. Like Ely, if I get put in a match with Ely, it should make sense why I'm in that match. I'm gonna kick Ely's teeth down his throat, and it's going to make so much sense. Everybody's, he could be 6 feet tall if he wants to be, but everybody's shorter than me when they're laying on the ground. You know what I mean? Justin Maine learned that, and if he crosses me again here, he'll learn again.
From watching you, when you in blue water, like Josh said, at first people were like, why?
Yeah.
And then I saw you make fans of them. They were oh, now I get it.
Yeah.
And whether they wanted to get it or not, you were like, no, you're going to get it.
Yeah, I've made a whole career of making people believe. Now I want people to believe before I even get in that position.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Every person that got announced during the match you were just in, Logan came out, they cheered for Logan. Every person after that, they still cheered for Logan. You came out, and that's the only time people said something besides Logan.
Oh, thank you.
You came out, and
you.
it was Blake.
Well, I mean, and I pointed this out before, is, Ely, don't take this the wrong way, but a lot of people like Ely.
Yeah.
But whose name were they calling when he walked out the building?
Go.
Yeah.
It wasn't Ely.
No.
I didn't think that was going to be the case.
Right.
I said, if I don't win this match, I'm going to be very pissed off.
Right.
Who's ever the closest to me is getting the wrath of me being very pissed off. I thought for a second, all right, I don't care about the fan support right at this point because I'm not walking out as champion.
Right.
I don't care about fan support right now. I just wanted that.
Right.
And then I didn't get the title, and I did what I had to do, we'll say, and they still cheered for me.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's different. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So that was something weird. But going forward, it looks like Ely and I have a problem. And if I have to, like I said before, if I have to go through him to get to Logan and get my championship, then I'll do that.
Right.
And I'm going to kick his teeth down his throat.
Awesome.
All right.
And what I was going to say was the last time I spoke to him, he surprised me, right? I was caught off guard. I didn't expect that Blake. Because he was driven, he was ready to go. Him and Maine were exchanging words before the match. And I didn't even know how to react to that, with him. So the interview got a little short, but that Blake and this Blake are two different Blakes.
Absolutely. I remember a year ago, actually, you asked me, it was in regards to the character or the gimmick I was having at the time. And I said the gimmick or the character I had at the time was based so much off positivity because I was so thankful for being here and all the opportunities I've been given because I didn't feel like at the time I deserved to be where I was at. Like I said, I probably didn't deserve to be in that match, but I made believers out of people when I got there. Probably didn't deserve to get where I was at, but I made believers out of people when I got there. 1 year later, though, I'm pissed off. I'm not in a better position than I'm at. I'm pissed off that people still, they might believe, but they might not believe. I don't want any doubt at all.
Yeah.
I want every opportunity coming to me, and I want no doubt about why I deserve it or I worked hard for it or whatever the case may be. This Blake is insanely pissed off. I'm driven. I'm hungry, and I want every opportunity possible. I want to step on others to get what I think I deserve.
Right.
And I'm not going to feel sorry about it this time around.
Right, absolutely. Now, before we get out of here, I want to say thank you for coming on over and taking the time out to come sit with us. I know this isn't our normal home, but it's surely becoming another home.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've been at a lot of the shows lately, and Mr. Blackwell's invited us in, and we're now part of the BCWA family.
And they
which is
really
so
do
cool.
make you feel like family.
Yeah, they sure do.
Definitely.
And I was going to say this to the guys on the way in. And one of the things that I really, all of us, and I'm sure all of us here can agree to this, that some way or the other we never fit in. We never fit in somewhere. When we were in high school, when we were wherever, we never fit in. But when you come to a wrestling show, you fit in.
Yeah.
Definitely. And that goes into, I was talking to Dickie Watts the other day, and you know what I mean? Like I kind of feel like I started the character formation of like bringing like 2000s like emo music into like wrestling characters and stuff like that, and he took it to another level. And so like we were talking about it yesterday, and it was like, yeah, we never fit in high school, and it's so weird that like where we didn't feel like we were gonna fit in with this, it became like the more we were ourselves, the more they loved us, and the more they gravitated towards us and stuff like that. And so like when I started doing Blake 182, I didn't know how people were gonna feel, and then people loved and gravitated towards it. So you know what I mean? It's just you just gotta be you and hope you can hope anybody likes it, but you have to like you more than anybody else.
There you
know
go.
what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the most important thing.
For sure. Well, Blake, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us, man, and we
You
look
guys.
forward to seeing you in the future, my man.
You guys soon, all right? Thank you guys.
Oh, thank you, Blake.
It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage.